Hey everyone, it's Ryan with AGJ, and today I want to spend a few minutes talking about our
18.
AGJ cloud files. This is our cloud file sync, the tool that allows you to save and send files, share files with people inside your organization, outside your organization, on your cell phone, on your laptop, on your desktop, even on your servers. You can send files from Outlook straight into it. You can get reports. You can save revisions. You can have files locked and unlocked. Really a lot of cool features. We'll go through some of the most common ones today. Just to kind of give you a brief demo. So I don't know about you, but I need my files all the time. When I'm out and about, I may need them on my phone. When I'm at the office, I need them on my desktop. And if I'm traveling, if I'm on a friend's computer or if I'm in a hotel lobby, I may need them there. So this answers all of those questions. I'm on my desktop right now, and I use the program mostly on my desktop and laptop. So I have the desktop app installed, and you can see by doing that, it's giving me an icon on my desktop. When I open it, I have all of my company folders. So I've set all of these up as team shares in our cloud file program. We'll go into more detail in a minute to explain what that means, but for now, just know that these are all the folders that we have set up in our cloud file. So I can have people with permissions to one but not permission to the other. So I can have the entire company. For example, the entire company has access to all team, but obviously it's just a very small accounting group has access to the accounting folder. I put a folder up here for us to test today during our demo called Ryan Test. On this folder, I've only given myself access. So again, these can be very granular where only one person can access them, all the way up to an entire company accessing them. So let's open this, and you'll see I've got some other folders I've drug in here, some bits and pieces. Really nice. I can easily open one of these. Let me open them. You see it opens very quickly there. I can see the file. Let's go ahead and add some text to it, and we'll close it. It'll save just like you would expect. And then this is a very nice feature. I can right click that file. I can say show me revisions, and it will actually show me when the file was created and then every time it's ever been changed. So if I opened it today and realized that someone had made a terrible mistake and all my important updates from 2 days ago were gone, I could go back to an old revision and download one of the old revisions. That's a great feature, a feature that some other programs don't have. Another nice feature, and this is again one of my favorite, if you share this, you can share this to companies other than your own staff. This is a really nice feature. You can say public share, meaning this file could be available to anyone, or you can make it a secure share, meaning you've got to put their email address in here. You can set an expiration date, and you can even put a download limit. You can even have it set to notify you when they download it. So great features. Say you were a realtor and you wanted to send someone a lease agreement, but you wanted it to expire in 2 weeks. Say you were an architect and you wanted to send out plans, but they would expire in a certain number of days. Say you were a CPA and you needed something back before the tax deadline. Lots and lots of ways to use this. And again, this is one of my favorite features. You can put in their email address here, type a message, and it will email them and send them a link. There's no limit to the size here, not unless you want to set one. So you can send very large files this way. I know in the past clients have complained about not being able to send large files over email. Well, this is a great answer to that problem. So again, we can go back. We can look at some of these. All these have been synced up to the cloud. That means that anyone in my organization that I would like to, I can share these with. So it's just a really nice program to use for that. Let's go ahead into a little bit deeper dive on some of the cloud features. So again, to get there, we can go to syncedtool.com. And when we go there, it'll take us to our dashboard. And since I'm a company admin, I'm one of the admins here at AGJ, it shows me this dashboard. If you had staff who weren't admins, they wouldn't see this, but it's a nice screen to see. You can see that we're using 3% of our space, so we still have plenty of space left. We have about 28 gigs of data up in the cloud. Now this is the revision feature we showed you earlier. I want all revisions to be saved, and you can see that it's only using a tiny amount of data to do that. I also have it set to never permanently delete. So if a user deletes a file, it looks like it removes it, but it actually saves it so I can go back and get deleted files after the fact. So what do we have synced to our cloud folders? You see we have about 14 gigs of data in user folders. I'm currently not using the program as a backup because I have another backup program. So that's why it says 0 bytes there. And then team shares, we've got about 14 gigs there. You can see down here it shows me bandwidth over time. In other words, how much up and download we're using over certain days. It tells me what we've got up in the cloud. You see ISOs make up a huge part of what we've got saved. MP3s and JPEGs and PDFs are also large in our cloud files. And then it tells me who our top storage users are. For example, Bud and Tyler and Chris are our top 3. Let's go ahead and log in. Look at Bud's account real quick. We can see that it's his name. It gives us his account. Shows us that he's active. It tells us when his password was changed last. This is one of the nicest features. It shows us any computer that he has linked. So if he had a desktop, a laptop, I think under my account it's showing 3 or 4. It's showing my cell phone, my desktop, my laptop. The beauty of that is if Bud left or if he was an employee who quit, we could unlink it, and the next time his computer was turned on, connected to the internet, it would delete all the data from his PC that we had synced with a cloud. In other words, it would remove company data from his computer after the fact. So a nice feature if you want to remove this automatically when an employee is terminated or when they leave the company. It also shows us over here his files and how much data he's using. It shows us all the team shares that he has access to. It shows us by extension what he's got uploaded. So again, it's a very easy thing to see there. Back up here, we can see how many accounts we've got, how many files we have, and how many deleted files we have. So if I wanted to go back, I could recover all of these 185 deleted files. Shows us how many revisions. You can see we've got over 14,000 revisions. We make lots of changes around here. You can see recent activity, any alerts you have triggered. Alerts could be tell me when someone downloads a file, tell me when someone uploads a file, tell me when someone sets a limit. You can actually have a limit set by person if you want to. And then it tells us space usage over time, and then top bandwidth machines. In other words, who's uploading and downloading the most. You see I'm near the top of that list. So this is just a quick dashboard. We can hit accounts that will tell us all the accounts that we have synchronized. From this screen, I could delete a user, I could edit a user, I could see which files and folders they have access to. I could even send them a message. I can see all the computers that are synced. So for example, it showed me Brian's computer here. It's a Windows machine, when it was last turned on and used, and it tells us the organization that we're synced with, so that's a nice feature. I could click any of these options up here and it would tell me if anyone's having an error, if they need an update. I could show only Windows machines, so nice options here. This is, again, one of the most important features. This is where you actually build team shares. So this is where we would create the folders. We could decide over here who has access to them, who doesn't. We could actually browse them and go into and look at one of them if we wanted to. So let's look at our all team. We could browse it this way. We could go straight into it and download files here, like an expense report. I could download this if I wanted to. I could open it, save it. I can do lots of things over here. I can right click it and download it. I can see revisions. I can rename it, move it. I can lock it so no one else can make changes to it. I can erase old revisions if I have permission to do that. I could even delete it if I wanted to. So again, lots of features there. I can see who has access to those here. So again, nice features. If I was using this as a backup, this is where backups would be shown. I'm currently not using it to back up any computers, but it could be set up that way. Activity, again, you can see when passwords were changed, when accounts were removed. You could create reports if you wanted to. This would just be simply reports telling you which users were using the most data. You could say, show me who's using what, amount of bandwidth used, activity, space usage by extension. Lots of cool features here. So lots of options. At the end of the day, we just really want clients to know that it's secure. It uses the latest encryption. You have the ability to lock files and folders so that people can and can't unlock them. You can expire documents, meaning that you can set a date when that document can't be downloaded or viewed by outside resources. You can have revisions saved, and you can have files set to never actually delete. And then, of course, there's add-ins for Outlook and apps for cell phones and mobile devices. So this has just been a really quick rundown today. If anyone's interested, I'd be more than happy to give you a deeper dive and set up a trial for you to try it out and see if it will work the way you need it to work. So thanks for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.